Right, it appears that for no particularly good reason, I have some weird ramblings to sort out from my head. So, without further ado, I'll fucking do that. So, basically, a while back, I was going to say the other day, but that implies that it was like a week or so ago, but it was actually about a month or two ago. I had a conversation with a friend because I just realised something to myself. I was thinking about the idea that a lot of things in history books could be wrong or misrepresented. You know that old saying, the winners write the books, the winners write the history books, so therefore it's favourable in certain nations' eyes, etc., etc. So this would mean that a lot of history could quite easily be misrepresented. And there was also another thought was about the Romans with the aqueducts and sanitation. That was lost for about 1,000 or so years after the Romans brought that along, which led me to realise that there's probably a lot of information that's been lost. I think the Library of Alexandria was burnt down, but that can't be the only thing that happened. I mean, there must be a lot of instances where old knowledge has been lost or just decayed. And then I had a really strange thought to myself, and I said it to him. I said, what if our entire history is a lie? Because we wouldn't know that it's not a lie, essentially. I mean, I suppose you can apply that to anything, but history more so than other things. For example, chemistry follows a line that once you do the math and once you do this, that and the other, you can see it having real world results. Biology, the same kind of thing. Simple physics such as gravity, for example. These things you can't lie about to the same extent. The same with, for example, history is comparable to, say, religion. Religion is just, as far as I'm concerned, made up ideas, but they don't really have, as such, that much of a basis in reality as such. They're faith driven, whereas I'd say that science is driven by people's faith to believe in it and to want to further it, but it has real practical applications that are concrete in the real world. But yeah, it did occur to me, and I said this to him, that it's possible that all of history was a lie. And he laughed and said, yeah, I know it's all a lie. He said to me what I was about to say to him. He said, do you wonder if this is the pinnacle of human evolution, or if we're actually more evolved before, and every time civilization decays, we lose more and more knowledge? And I'm sat there thinking to myself, that's insane. But it's a possibility. Like, I can't not entertain that possibility. And it got me thinking, what the hell would the past be if that were true? Because you can't, as such, conceive what something is when you don't understand it, and you can't conceive what it could be, because right now I don't have a time machine. I can imagine things, but I can't ever really know. And that's the thing with history, a lot of it's extremely subjective, and a lot of things written in diaries and such, you can argue that diary journals are good parts of recorded history, but for example, if I knew that my diary was going to be inspected upon my death, I might lie entirely. I might say, I could either say that I'd kill thousands of men every day, so that when I die, it'll be like a last laugh. People will be like, holy shit, I can't believe that. Look at this detail in this diary about, he was such a nice guy. And it would be funny because it wouldn't matter when I was dead. Or they could lie and act as though they were noble, and you'd have no way of really accounting for this. Anyways, it was just a thought that I put out there, and a thought that I had, that basically all of history could be a lie. I mean, for all that I know, there's bloody aliens. And I keep wondering this because I'm watching a lot of documentaries on nanotechnology and virtual reality and such, and also doing a lot of reading about like how they're making nanotech and how they're watching for different movement types and interactions, and then pico technology and etc. etc. And I wonder if we did, or humanity did create I probably talked about this in another video, but I always wonder if we did many years ago create the intelligent machines that became sort of gods, as it were, and they made images for us to communicate to, that maybe like aliens are just extremely intelligent machines that the last civilization made, and the last civilization are either in those machines watching us and just fucking around in general, or they were destroyed by the machines. And this happens to every civilization until the civilization surpasses the technical and starts breaking the laws of physics and literally becomes nirvana itself, joins and makes peace with the universe, and simultaneously makes the first humans, etc. etc. I don't know, it's a strange theory, but it's an interesting one. I don't necessarily believe it, and I don't necessarily disbelieve it. It's completely up for grabs, really. But yeah, it was just a cool thought to have. Anyways, uh, yeah, let me know what you think. Call me a madman. I'm sure plenty of people think I am, and plenty of people already have said that to me, so I'm not so sensitive these days. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you think. Thank you very much.